Alright, so we got a deck rebuild here. We're going to rip up all the old planking, posts, rip everything off. And this time I got my boys helping me out because they like destroying stuff. So we're going to go ahead and rip all this off. And then we're actually going to add a staircase over here to come down because of course they designed this without a staircase. But works out great because they love to destroy stuff, but I'm sure they won't help me build.
No. Is this supposed to happen?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's going to be all ripped out anyways.
Get this one out. No, not down. Side.
Let them destroy. As long as they clean it all up. Alright, so we'll get all this ripped up and I'll show you some of the deck rebuild. Alright. Got the boys doing tons of work here. So we got all the posts ripped off, the decking boards. Got a mess. So we're getting there. I'm gonna have to end up replacing a couple of the trusses. Some of the trusses got rotted out. So I'm gonna definitely replace that one. A couple more. Other than that, some of the other ones look pretty good. Not rotted out. Alright, so update on the deck ad. We got all the boards ripped off. We got a couple of the trusses up here that I'm going to end up replacing because some of them got rotten out. The other ones are perfectly okay. And then this line that I have out here, this is going to be the extension coming off of the deck. And then we got the staircase that's going to be added on coming down this way. And right now we are digging the holes for the 6x6 supports. We're digging down 18 inches. That's the code here in our county. Gonna have 4 inches of gravel down at the bottom for drainage. My boys are quitting on me.
I'm just joking. Let's get it.
We're getting there, little by little. So what would be coming tomorrow? Probably won't work on it tomorrow, but we'll get there little by little.
Wait, you sound like,
Got that,
sound
boys?
like the board's about to break. What?
Yeah. Yeah, we got it.
Same thing we did last video.
Oh.
Alright, so we got the posts set in the ground. Took roughly about that was about six 80-pound bags of concrete. So as you can see, I got one of the 6x6 anchors set, which is this guy right here. So really all you do is just kind of set it in the concrete, jiggle it a little bit, and you'll see the concrete kind of liquefy again once you jiggle it. Make sure it's all set. But other than that, let that dry, and like I said, the wood will be here Monday. We'll start setting everything. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and set this guy in, and I'll see you on the next one. Hey everybody, so just wanted to give you an update on the deck progress here. So we started laying down the decking boards. I just wanted to get a start on it because I don't want those boards sitting around too long, starting to warp. So I'm trying to get them screwed down. Replaced a couple of the bad joists. I still got a couple more I got to replace. And got one of the ledger boards on. Turn the camera. So I got my 6x6s measured out, got them notched. Getting ready to stand those, screw them down, and then add the addition, which is going to be over here. So add the addition on, it's going to extend another 6 feet out, and then the staircase is going to come off of it. So, well, it looks pretty good. Going with the angled, of course with the angled, by code, you have to be, joints got to be 12 inches apart. But I need to add the addition on before I can continue the decking boards. So that's where we're going with this one. So I'm going to get those posts up and start the decking boards afterwards. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and get these support beams set up. And secured in place with these 10D 3.5-inch nails. And secured with the 1/2-inch 4-inch lag bolts. Then hopefully it'll hold. Sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed up the camera, and we'll get these support beams up, and then we'll start on position after. And then the staircase coming down. Should be painted on. Really quick, I got the just spray the wood preservative at the bottom. So anywhere your wood kind of meets the soil or water, I'm going to get some of this wood preservative here. Just go ahead and spray that on. Yeah, and try not to get it all over yourself because this stuff stinks. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and put up the 2x12 by 12 across the top of the main support. And I'm going to get my joists going across the other way. And I'll be able to start on the decking boards again. So we'll go ahead and get that one next. Alright, so I got the main support beams, the 2x12s, already pre-drilled. I'm going to go ahead and put them up one at a time. You're supposed to put the two together and then you nail it down every 16 inches. But since I'm the only one here doing it, I don't feel like lifting that much weight of two of them together. So I'm going to put them up one at a time. And then I'll nail them together once I get them up. So let's get these guys up and then we'll get the joists going across. Alright. Alright, so we got the support beam up. I'm going to go ahead and next step to get it locked in. I got 2x8x16s, two of them that are going to go across all the way. I'm going to rip those off. And they're going to extend all the way across to the new support beams. And then we're going to extend the rest of the joists going across, and then we'll get all that wrapped and start back on the decking boards. So that'll be the next step. Hey guys, just a quick update. I got the 16-foot joist up here. It's going to go ahead and show you what's going on. So as I said, I was going to go ahead and get the 16-foot joist going across. I got it locked in. I'm going to come back later on and go ahead and screw the two boards together. And then next step here is I'm going to go ahead and put on the double joists on the corner here and get everything squared up, locked in. And then come back and put all the intermediate joists going across. And then I'm going to go ahead and lock them in with some joist ties. And then after that, I should be able to finish putting up the ledger board going across, and then eventually restart the decking boards. And then after that, then I can go ahead and build the staircase, which I'm not looking forward to. And then once that's done, then I can start putting up all the railing and be done. Stain it and done. So I'm going to go ahead and stick it back in the stand here, speed things up, and watch me put on joists. Alright Alright guys, I'm going to put them up one at a time because I don't feel like lifting up two heavy boards together. Alright, I'll give you guys a closer look, show you what I got so far. Alright, put it on the hold a minute until I get some more nails. Alright, so here we go. Now, of course, the reason why you see the shorter gap here is because the original framing. Yes, the original framing when they did it before, I'll show you over here. I guess I didn't feel like adding another joist across here. So I had to add another joist because the gap was way over 16 inches. So I had to add another one in. But, so, once the wife gets back with some more nails, I'll turn it back on, we'll get the last of these joists in. I'm going to be one joist short because of that joist I had to add there that was unexpected, so I'm going to have to pick up one more joist. And then we'll pick back up where we left off. Alright, so I found 4 more nails. It's enough to put up 2 more boards before the wife gets home with some more nails. So I'm going to get as much done as I can. Alright, so all I got is 1 board left. We're going to put this 1 board up, and I got to go buy some more. In the meantime, I can go ahead and, now that I got the double joist ledger board up, now I can go ahead and finish off the other ledger board and get the wrap going. In closer. Alright, so I'll go ahead and throw this last board up and clear it off. Alright, so that's about all I can do with that. When you go ahead and reposition the camera, get that other part of the ledger board in. And then I gotta buy some more board. But then set you guys up. Alright, so wife got back with all the goodies, so I finally got all my screws, nails. So I'm gonna go ahead and nail down the 2 joists that I didn't have the nails for yet, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put up the ledger board that I already pre-cut. And I'm gonna put up a little kicker between the double joists and the single joist just to give it more to screw to. And that's where we'll go from there. Alright, let me take you guys up close, show you what I got going on. Alright, so close up, as you can see, I got the ledger board up, loaded up to the double joist. This is where the staircase is going to go. All the joist ties. I tell you what, this deck is going nowhere. 4 of them, and then just got to get 2 more joists going across, and then it'll basically be done. And then I'm going to go ahead and get my son to go ahead and screw this double joist together all the way down. The last thing I got to do. And then pretty soon I'll be able to start the decking boards again. All right.
Yeah, I'm back.
Peace. Alright, so update from last time I left you guys. Said I was going to go ahead and get my son to screw the double joist together up here, but you know, got him set up, ready to go, and then he took off and left me. So I finished that one. Got the joist that I had to buy, got that screwed on. And now I'm going to go ahead and finish the last outside ledger board and then restart the decking board. That's where we're going with this one today. Alright, so I'm going to set you guys up. I'm going to try to find my pencil here. I was out at the chicken coop earlier doing some work. Yep, out of the chicken coop. Oh, this ain't gonna work. Orion! Orion! Troy! See, there's my help. And there goes my camera. Gotta improvise a little. Right, so ledger board's on. I'm gonna go ahead and reposition the camera up to the top, because now I'm gonna go ahead and start the decking boards. Once you get all the decking boards on, then we'll start on the staircase. And then after that, get the handrails up, and that's it, hopefully. All right, so I got 2 of the boards cut already. I'm gonna go ahead and cut another 2. Get the screws in, lined up where I like them, and then I'm gonna get my son to screw them down while I keep cutting the boards. So that's where we're gonna go with this one. Hopefully I can get him to actually help me this time. I'm gonna have to hold that one in. I hate it when the boards are bowed. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and drop down and cut another 2. We'll just keep going with that.
Recording?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, did you record when I fell?
No. Well, you didn't fall off, you slipped. It's like I told you boys, one of you guys were going to do it eventually.
Now we go forward.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get another 4 set, screw them down, just keep going with it, and then Like I said, I'm gonna save some life on my phone here, battery life. Once I get more towards the end here, I'll turn the phone back on, and then we'll start on the stairs. Peace. Hey guys, so I'm just gonna give a quick update on the deck here. Last I left off, we were putting up the decking boards. So pretty much got it all complete. Let me switch. So here's all the decking boards. As you can see, I started the railing. So this section here is ready for the guard posts. But it's looking pretty good so far. Left this portion off because here's where I'm going to attach the stringers. And then continue the decking boards going across the first step here. Here's one of the soon-to-be stringers, getting ready to cut that one out. So plan is, I'm going to put up the 2 outer stringers, attach them together, and then kind of raise it up and then set it in place. That way I can find exactly where the footer is going to go. And then go ahead and dig out for the footer, and then concrete that in. Hopefully it works out. So I was going to have my brothers come over and help me because this is going to be pretty heavy here, trying to lift the 2 stringers together. But I'm going to give it a shot. They were going to come over, but of course, crappy day today. So it's supposed to rain all day, so I'm going to try to get as much done as I can before the rain. So once I get the stringers ready, then I'll go ahead and start recording it again so you guys can see me fail a couple of times trying to lift the stringers up. And then eventually I'll finish the railing on this side, wrapping around, and then of course going down the stringer. So that's what I got so far. Alright, so just going to show you really quick the stringer. So of course I got the framing square with the stopping blocks on here. Use a any stringer calculator on Google, and it'll give you the all you do is you just measure the rise, and then type in the information of your well, whatever the code is for your stringer. If you have to be a 10-inch tread, and then the rise is roughly 7.5, and you just type in that information. It'll give you the your angle, how many treads, and where you need to lay out. So I got multiple marks on here because of course my stringer boards, I didn't have much of a choice because I got all this stuff delivered because I don't have a vehicle big enough to get a 16-foot board on it. So of course this board has, most of my boards, I got 4 of them, have a bunch of knots in it. So I'm going to try to lay it out to where I'm cutting out the most knots and not leaving it in the stringer. So that's why I got multiple marks on here, just to see where it lays out. Then I'll go ahead and cut this one, and I'll use this one as a template, and then so only the 2 inner stringers are actually going to be cut with the treads. The 2 outers have to be a solid 2x12, based on code, so those will be, I'll just kind of mark those, and then there's going to be 2x4s, right where the tread goes for the decking boards to sit on. So I'll get that cut out and get everything kind of laid out, and then I'll start the camera again. Alright, so another quick update. I got the hole dug for the footer for the stringers. Sweating my ass off here. So here's my stringer setup right here. Next step is I'm going to take the 2 outer full-size stringers, lay them on the ground, and go ahead and get some 2x4s and string them together, and then we're going to raise it up to attach to the deck right here. So, like I said, it was raining really bad. Set up a tent right here so I could try to get some shit done. But so looks like the wife and my son are going to try to help me set up the stringer. So we'll see how that goes. I'll set up the camera once we're all ready to go. There's a lot of dirt. Alright, so we got an update here. I got the string set up. Family's ready to go. Got the muscle. Ryan, you need to get down here. So this will be first attempt. First attempt. Hopefully we don't screw up and it doesn't injure anybody. So plan is to lift the stringer up at the end, bring it all the way up, and then let it connect back to the deck. We'll see how it goes. Wrong. Get out of the way and let it fall. I'll try to catch it. Well, then it'll break. It's gonna suck. I'll do it all over.
Yeah.
Kind of maybe get a couple more to we good. No, I don't need it. Alright, so I got it kind of in place here. It's not fully set yet. I got to level it off. So, of course, plan is, as you can see the hole here, this was just to kind of make things a little easier on setting the footer. Because, of course, if I were to try to set the footer before the stringers went up, trying to get that footer at the exact measurement I needed would be kind of difficult. So, eventually, of course, I'll slide these boards over. But these, of course, will drop in through the holes that are already pre-drilled. Get everything kind of leveled off. And then build a concrete encasement around here. And then pour the concrete right up to the footer boards. And then that'll be it. And then now I'm going to go ahead and put these stringers on and kind of put a couple boards going across just to kind of lock it in.
I bought you a nice microphone.
Yep, I know. You did. It's sitting in the basement right over here. Except I don't have a shirt on, so I need to attach it to my hat.
You could attach it to your hat.
Alright, so just get these last couple stringers on, put a couple lock-in boards, and call it a day for today. But at least I finally got that portion done.
Step right.
Thank you, babe.
You do that whole speech again because I'm gonna go get a microphone.
Alright guys, so last I left you off, we were raising the staircase. I finally got the concrete formed up, so now I'm getting ready to start the concrete. Got the boys here, family's gonna help me. Yep, just don't rip it like a young one did there. Just rip the cord. Troy, come down here. Come on. Oh, let me flip it around. So this is the concrete form where I'm going to be pouring inside of here. I got my concrete anchor bolts in. Now it's time to fill. Yep, and then he's going to walk up. Hey, you're supposed to stay down here because I need somebody to wet the concrete while I mix it. All right, so here we go. Oh, of course I should have grabbed the razor knife. Try, go grab my knife off of the top of the fridge. And in the garage. The garage. All right. So we got the concrete poured in. So that one. So I'm going to cover this tonight because we're supposed to get some thunderstorms tonight. So I'll get this covered. Wait, tomorrow it'll be dry and I'll rip the forms off and the form. And then go ahead and backfill everything around it and then start putting all the boards up. Get it all locked in, and hopefully then I can start actually using the stairs instead of having to climb up a damn ladder. Alright, so we're going to get everything cleaned up, and hopefully that'll be a tomorrow or Sunday job. Worked out. And morning, everybody. So, just another quick little update around here. So I took the concrete forms off of the stair footer here. So now the next step is I'm going to take that wheelbarrow sitting over there full of dirt, and I'm going to go ahead and backfill all the dirt back in around the form, and then I'm going to start the stair treads going up, get it all locked in, and eventually finish the upper portion, and then it'll be finishing the rest of the railing going all the way around and up and down the stair stringers. So that's the plan for today. At least get the stairs locked in, the treads on, and get that backfilled. So the quick little update. I'll show it once it's done here. No point in really recording it. Be pretty boring. It's just cutting the decking boards and putting them on the stringers. That's about it. Alright, everybody. Alright, so I'm going to give you guys a quick update. I tried recording earlier, but I set the camera out in the sun and it overheated, so now I'm going to re-record again. So, where I left off last time, I left off when I was putting the treads up on the stairwell. So as you can see, let me turn the phone around. As you can see, all the treads are done, all the decking boards are done, and started the railing, which I believe I had that in one of the other videos, so I got that portion up. I was starting to record this one, but then the phone overheated, and I didn't get anything. So, we're going to restart this. I'm going to set the camera up here in the shade. But I wanted to give you guys a quick tour, because as you can see where I kind of transitioned the angle of the decking boards, I never showed you guys the underside. So we'll go ahead and go down here. Alright, here you guys a tour. So footer actually turned out really well. Everything's nice and sturdy now. So I'll give you guys the underside. So the underside, when I kind of transitioned and angled the boards the other way, as you can see, I got the blocks up. Be able to screw it down. But everything's turning out pretty good here. Got my boy out here helping me. So plan today is to try to get all the rails up on the side here, and then get the spigots up too. And then the last portion will be the stairs. But just trying to do as much as I can, because today is going to be a hot one. It's supposed to get up to 100. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and set the camera back up in the shade where it won't overheat this time. Alright, I'm actually getting up close. So as you can see, I'm actually routing, designing the handrail portion, just so it's not plain old straight boards. On the bottom here. That's right, because they're boring. Alright, let me flip the camera around.
Is it recording this time?
Yeah, well, I was recording last time.
Is it computer?
Mm-hmm.
What if I both froze?
Alright. Let's go with that. I'm gonna go a little more that way. Yeah. Let me show you what I got so far, and then I'm just gonna go and stop the camera and I'll restart when we start the rest of the posts here. Alright, so I already showed you that. So we got this portion up, as you saw. Starting that one. Then I'm gonna get this little portion right here. Right here. Stop it, and then we're gonna put up all the little posts here. So I'll restart the camera for that one. Well, we're getting there, sweating our butts off. Getting there though. Hot, bud?
It is.
Alright, gonna get some water. Alright, so just giving another quick update here. We have started putting up all the posts going up. So we got what you can see so far, got my youngest boy here helping me out. So, screwed in the top portions of them and left the screws ready for him to screw it in. Working hard. Hard boy working.
Yep.
So actually looks pretty damn good, I think. So we'll get the rest of these going up. So I'll start recording a full video when I get to this back side here, just to show you it's done. Now the down part of this is the post I had sitting around for quite a while in the garage, and they've completely dried out now. This is no longer wet. So of course I had my my boy here. I put the marks on the boards. He had to pre-drill them because when I first screwed one in, of course, since they were dried out, it cracked when I screwed it. So now I got to pretty much pre-drill them all before I screw the screws in. But little by little. Alright, so another update on the deck here. Like I said, we're getting the posts up here, going around. I got my son, Troy Boy. So he's got to pre-drill all the post boards, decking boards, whatever you want to call them. You guys can correct me in the comments, I don't know. So we got to drill them all out because, like I said, they kind of dried out. So whenever I try to screw a screw through them, it cracks the post. So we're pre-drilling. He's pre-drilling them for me. And plan is to try to get these 3 bays done here today. And then get the support posts going up down the sides. And then hopefully the rails. And then tomorrow finish off the posts. So that's the plan of attack. Right, bud? And another hot day. Hot. So we'll see how that goes. See how tired I am after these 3. And I at least want to get the 4x4 posts up. We'll see about the rails and the 2x4s. Might be a tomorrow thing. Alright guys, so I'm on the last little bit of the banisters right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and record this last portion right here. And I got the other side to do. I'm not going to record that part, because that one's, I got this half to do. I'm not going to record that part because it's just the same thing over and over and over. But once I'm done, I'll give the grand tour of the whole deck. So hang tight, I'll fast forward it and play. Alright. So at least I got this side of the stairs done. I'm going to start on the back side here. Once I get all those posts up, it is done. And it's time for staining. So I'm going to go ahead and get those guys up, and I'm going to record it. But like I said, once I'm done, I'll give you guys a tour of the whole deck here.